Macmillan Audio presents Her Country, How the Women of Country Music Became the Success They Were Never Supposed to Be. Written by Marissa R. Moss. Read for you by Kelli Taker. Introduction. It's been done so many times, that drive from Texas to Tennessee, that their dreams had just as significant a chance as cars to end up wrecked along the interstate, broken before they even had a shot at getting where they planned to go. That wide expanse of untraveled road, the impatient ticking of traffic signs and mileposts, the long, restless stretches between breaks for a soda or restroom, the twisting of the radio knobs, scanning for something familiar, the guitars that sit awkwardly in the trunk, blocking any decent sight lines out the window, which is fine, because who wants to look back, anyway? They come ready for the world to open up, with a song or a notebook or 10 years of toiling away at bars and honky-tonks, down the highways and past the towns of the working people they're supposed to write lyrics about. Sometimes filled with singers just like them, who could never save up enough money to fill that gas tank for the trip to Nashville. Dreams tucked under mattresses, like old photos and secret diaries. But Maren Morris, Kacey Musgraves, Guyton, and so many women like them, came ready to play and take a gamble on those dreams. They came because, at one point, it seemed like women were the sun in the center of the country music solar system, and they had something to say to help keep the world turning. This story begins in 1999. The year that Shania Twain, reigning superstar, took home the Entertainer of the Year trophy at the CMA Awards. The biggest hit on country radio was Faith Hill's Breathe. Shelley Wright, an artist who would later be pushed out of the genre for coming out as lesbian, was enjoying the success of her song Single White Female. The Chicks, nay, the Dixie Chicks, were one of the most successful bands, not only in country music, but well beyond. They'd just played feminist touring festival, Lilith Fair, with fiddle player Marty McGuire fiercely wielding her instrument in a crop top, already angering the Nashville institutions to the point that her trio's eventual expulsion for speaking out against the president would come as a relief to some, not just a surprise. It felt, for a minute at least, that this was a paradigm that could never shift. And if you were a girl growing up in Texas, Tennessee, or even Pennsylvania, country music didn't seem unattainable. It didn't seem out of reach for Maren, Kacey, or Mickey, or for thousands of young girls who turned on the radio during the car ride home from school to hear voices like theirs on the speakers, as the Texas plains whirled past their windows and their breath fogged the glass. Their imaginations, anywhere, put in that back seat. And how could you blame them for envisioning a certain kind of path? Back when Maren first started performing as an old soul in Dallas bars, when Mickey fell in love with country stardom while watching LeAnn Rimes at a baseball game, and Kacey formed her duo, the Texas Two-Bits, and began singing and yodeling in harmony across the Lone Star State, you could wake up as a little girl in Texas, Oklahoma, California, or anywhere in America and think country music was for you. That's because you could hear the voices of women on the radio, in the kitchen or in the back seat of the car, and dream as the road unfolded ahead. It was watching a documentary about Faith Hill, in fact, that propelled Taylor Swift.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?